This has to do with travel overseas as well. Well, just really between the United States and Canada. I wish I knew more about it. It's sort of he said, she said. We could ask Lisa Lanier, our official attorney, about this. But there is a man from Quebec who has been detained by the Coast Guard. He's been accused of fishing being in U.S. customs waters. And because of that, he was detained for several hours by the Coast Guard. But he swears up and down, I was not in U.S. waters.
He was out of them?
I was over here in Canada. Exactly. This is the man speaking about the incident. He's sitting with his wife on a park bench, and he's distraught about the entire thing.
I'm seeing them. They're coming towards me, and I know in my heart, I'm in Canada. I said, you can't. I'm in Canada. And I said, I'm polite enough to talk to you guys, but you cannot arrest me. You can't come across the border and pick me up. They did.
What body of water is he in? Is he in the St. Lawrence River?
Yes, he's in
where?
He's in a border lake. The incident occurred on a border lake, and the man was arrested, prompting concerns now over jurisdiction and enforcement near the U.S.-Canada border. The Coast Guard is the one enforcing this. He said, "I'm in Canada." Okay, what they did was ram his boat, knocking him into the water. Honestly,
my Lord.
No.
Now the Coast Guard side of it is they said you're in U.S. waters. They swear he's in your U.S. waters. You can't be here, and they said permission to come aboard. And then the Coast Guard said he rammed their boat.
Do we know how the size of the craft, the watercraft?
29 feet. It said
his boat or the Coast Guard.
The Coast Guard boat was 29. His was smaller.
Not a big one.
No, not big. But he says before he knew it, they rammed him, and he was in the water, and he says they didn't help him.
You know what they're doing? They're tying to my boat to their boat. They're not even taking care of me. Not at all. I'm the one that told them. The third time I went down, coming out with water in my mouth, spitting it out, I said, throw me a buoy.
Drowning here. You're the Coast Guard, for God's sake.
Help.
Yeah. We'll get
Wrong
to
coast.
you. We'll get to you.
Wrong coast, Frenchie.
Sorry. But it's completely opposite story. The Coast Guard said we were trying to come aboard because he's in U.S. waters, and he
ended up in the water.
They said he rammed us. He ended up in the water, and they said we did throw him a buoy. He goes, I was coming up gurgling water, said throw me a buoy, and they wouldn't.
So life apparently is not like maps or cartoons. There's no dotted line across the center of the lake.
I wish.
Showing you where the U.S. border is.
That would be nice.
And where the Canada side is.
A rope, something across the middle of the lake to show.
Wouldn't hurt.
He says he was 600 to 800 feet in Canadian waters. They said, you are in U.S. waters here. And they wanted to come and check his boat. He says Did they think he was trafficking, or they just wanted him to get back to your side? Just wanted to see. When a vessel that's not declared comes into U.S. waters, they can do that. He says being detained was awful.
I said, are you arresting me? No, sir, you're detained. I said, detained for what? I said, you arrest me. I didn't do nothing to you guys. I didn't even hit you guys.
Yep. They said, yeah, you did. And they took him into custody. But you can't really know much more except because it's just his story and they don't have it. Now, maybe on video from the U.S. side.
Well, I was wondering if they had body camera.
Yeah, the Coast Guard?
Yeah.
Unknown to
me. The
me.
only Coast Guard videos I ever see are those basket rescues from the helicopters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. My father was a member of the Coast Guard, but I wasn't curious enough to ask him about what.
Did he fight the Battle of Lake Waccamaw?
He did. He did his time.
For the pottery!
Yes, he did.
Charge!
Too emotional to talk about it much, but he's like Waccamaw, he's like Pontchartrain. He did a lot of he was at a lot of different places like that.
Lake Gaston.
Do you think he ever wanted you to ask him, but
Don't
you just...
bring up Lake Gaston. I'm sorry.
Flashback City.
Please. We don't talk about Lake Gaston. Biggie.
Do you think
catfish were as big as your arm?
Oh, come on.
20 men went in the water that day. All 20 of them got out, but they were wet.
Got a lot of good men wet that day.
One of them got athlete's foot. It's never been the same.
Oh.
My father had athlete's foot.
He never dried out.
He never dried out. That's the Coast Guard, my friend. Yes, he probably wanted to talk about it more.
Oh, I'm sure, but you were over in your corner like, more pudding.
I didn't. I never asked about it.
I was once on that lake right there on the TV.
What? I never.
Not my pudding.
I should have showed a bigger interest. I should have showed a bigger interest.
Never mind.
Now we can't tell his tales.
No. Here's the man's wife.
When I saw him coming from the Canadian Customs, and he was flabbergasted. I mean, I've never seen him like that. We've been together for a very long time. He's like a beaten man.
How long was he in custody?
Several hours, it said. 6 to 8 hours.
Change a person.
Yeah. He was marking it on the wall, you know.
He'll never be the same.
Every hour he put a new stripe on the wall. He'll never be the same. And he has one message to his Canadian brothers. Know where you are.
I want the people to know and to beware. Stay away from the border, even if it's 500, 600 feet away from there.
You got
Good advice. I mean, what can you say?
Stay away. Make sure.
There should be more buoys or markers.
I would think, yeah.
Well, you heard him at first. He says, I'm in Canada.
I'm in Canadian waters here.
There's nothing you can do to me. They said, oh, what about? Watch us. You know.
We'll splash you.
Yeah.
If you had to put money on it, was he in Canada or was he in the United States?
I hate to say this because I think I like this guy, but I think he was in the United States.
I do too.
You think he was a toe over the line?
I do. I think the Coast Guard
Do they
said
have better navigation?
I just feel like they know the waters better.
They don't seem like the type to go picking a fight
agreed.
with a single man in a boat.
I have a hard time believing they went to Canada, rammed his boat, knocked him in the water, refused to throw him a buoy, and then detained him. It's just very hard for me to believe that. I feel like he was in the U.S. They said something to him. He accidentally probably rammed the Coast Guard boat, fell in. He was saved. But now that I have no doubt he was scared in the whole being detained situation and all that.
Yeah.
And I like this guy too. He's like a colorful Canadian.
Exactly.
character.
You want to know, you want to
Yeah.
trust him and know him, but I trust the Coast Guard a little more.
You're probably asking, where did the story originate?
Matt Grillo, CTV News, Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu.
It's in Saint-Jean.
Wow.
Oh, he knew what he was doing there. That's showing off.
Matt Grillo, CTV News, Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu.
That's pure showing off right there.
Now, that is CTV, though.
Yeah.
That's not American Reporter.
That's right. He's up at the Saint-Jean, and that's where this whole story took place.
Didn't, this is before some of our time, some of our P1's times, but Dan Rather used to occasionally drop in some Spanish pronunciations, yes?
Oh, yeah.
There's a reporter, and I can't remember her name, but she does sometimes she'll anchor ESPN Sports Center. And when she loves doing baseball highlights because there's so many Latin players, you know. Andres Galarraga.
Yeah.
With a double.
I think she did that for Alcaraz when he won Wimbledon for the first time.
Alcaraz.
Remember that? She used to say it that way.
Alcaraz.
All the time. Yeah, she was.
Alcaraz.
I think we have her. This is the one. I don't even know her name, but she was doing the highlights of Wimbledon.
A stunning upset in the U.S. Open. Carlos Alcaraz, the four-time major champion, number 3 ranked, going against Botic van de Zandschulp. First set, van de Zandschulp up 4-1. Alcaraz, an impressive tweener there. Return from beyond the baseline, then makes another backhand return. Van de Zandschulp puts Alcaraz away with the powerful overhead. So Van de Zandschulp wins the first set 6-1.
Can you not just say
Van de
Alcaraz?
Zandschulp Alcaraz.
We know what come on. We all say Alcaraz.
Come back in the second set. Van de Zandschulp said, nope, not this time around. Van de Zandschulp goes up 2-0. Alcaraz has never come back. Still a chance here. Alcaraz's forehand just failing him on the night, going out of bounds there. Match point for Van de Zandschulp. Serves it right down the middle. Alcaraz can't return it. Can't believe it. Van de Zandschulp beats number 3 Alcaraz in straight sets.
Adios mio.
Too big on that one now. You got that one.
Alcaraz.